Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be giving you all my thoughts on the college football games in week 6. Yeah, it was week 6. Yep, it's gone fast. But anyway, so we had a lot of good games. This weekend was actually one of the better weekends I've seen in this season so far of college football. We had several upsets, several huge upsets that probably no one ever would think would happen. But anyway, let's get into them. So, of course, here's one of the upsets. This was Thursday night though. And of course NC State beating Louisville 39-25. That was a crazy game. I expected Louisville to win, but yeah, they didn't. NC State's they're looking very good. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start getting into the games. Ohio State and Maryland. I expected this to be a close game and Ohio State winning it. Um, Ohio State had different plans though. Ohio State came into this game and absolutely destroyed Maryland. Maryland's defense, I don't know what happened with them. They did not execute at all. The Ohio State offense, of course, they've got JT Barrett. It's just they've got a really good team. Um, Alabama and Texas A&M. This was actually a pretty close game. Alabama won it 27-19. Um, but yeah, Alabama they played a very good game. Um, well, I shouldn't say that. They played a good game, but Texas A&M played probably really good considering that they've been struggling lately. Um, of course they didn't look awful, but of course Alabama comes out with the win. Uh, yeah, by 8. Clemson and Wake Forest. This was a closer game than I think anyone expected. Clemson only beat them by 14. Wake Forest scored their only 14 points in the final quarter. Um, Yeah, so Clemson, I think Wake Forest is a team that's improving this year. Of course, Clemson's way too good for them, but Clemson, yep, they come out with the win. Wisconsin, Nebraska. Now, this game was. This is pretty much the game that I expected it to be. Wisconsin came out with the win 38-17. Nebraska lost their fuel in the fourth quarter. Um, Yeah, so Wisconsin, I expected it to be a close game. It really wasn't as close as I thought it'd be, but yeah, I could have predicted this result. But anyway, so yeah, West Virginia, TCU held on. This was a close game, 31-24, probably one of the better games of the week. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna go down now to my to the games that I think were very important in the college football playoff. If you're thinking about that yet. Of course, Georgia had another great game against Vanderbilt. Georgia is looking like a team that's definitely for real this season. Notre Dame beats up North Carolina. North Carolina, they are struggling like badly this season. Um, Here we go. This was the big upset. Michigan State went into Michigan on Saturday night, and they beat them 14-10. Now, I did not expect this. I expected Michigan to come out and get a win here, and they wouldn't have any problems with it. But no, Michigan, they just could not score at all, which is very surprising knowing how good their offense is. And their defense is really good too. But it's just crazy how Michigan State pulled it off on the road at night. Crazy game. Crazy game. I did not expect that at all. But of course, Michigan State, they're 4-1 now. This team is very improved off of the last season for sure. USC, of course, beats Oregon State. Penn State had a very impressive game against Northwestern. LSU somehow beats Florida. I did not expect this, knowing how much LSU's been struggling. Washington State played phenomenal against Oregon, only allowing them 10 points. Very good game by Washington State. Here was the second big upset of the week. Iowa State going into Oklahoma. How about that one? Iowa State, they are very improved as well. 38-31. I don't know what happened to Oklahoma, but they just did not have a good day, and they paid off for it with a loss to Iowa State. Um, what happens after this for Oklahoma? I really don't know. I think they're dropped down outside the top 10 now. Yeah, we'll see for Oklahoma. I mean, I did not expect this because Oklahoma has been looking very good, but this is a very bad loss for them. All right, so Miami beat Florida State. Florida State's probably they're struggling badly, like really badly, and I don't think they're going to do much better. When they don't have their starting quarterback, this is a bad season for Florida State. Yeah, Washington, Auburn, Virginia Tech, decent win. So yeah, those are your top 25 games. We saw Stanford upset Utah. That was a big game as well. Stanford hasn't had the best season so far. UCF though, they had a good game, 51-23. Say those were your main games of the week. Yeah, of course the biggest upsets. Honestly, here's a few big surprises. Alabama and Texas A&M. That was a pretty surprise because I expected Alabama to beat them like way more than expected, and yeah, Michigan State, that was pretty surprising as well. But of course Iowa State, that was probably the biggest surprise of the week. Crazy game. Anyway, I'm gonna cut off this video. I hope you guys like this. I'm thinking of doing this every week, going over the teams and stuff and seeing what upsets we have and how everyone did. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys later.